Hey guys, this is Luke again, and welcome back to yet another video onto the channel today. Now, do you guys remember how you went to the library? Do you have any good memories of going into the library? Well, I've sure as hell had my good memories, and that is what it's going to be for this episode of The Life Stories. And that is the best thing, or the greatest thing, I've ever checked out from the library. You know how in libraries you're supposed to check out books so you can read them? And I've had that too, where we had school libraries where we checked out, same thing. And that's for another story, but I actually read this series of books called The 39 Clues. And I thought they were great books. That's what I used to read. I don't really read that much anymore, just because I'm so into YouTube and, online social media kind of consumed my life. But the greatest thing I've ever checked out was actually not a book at all. It's actually a small little tablet thingy. It isn't a tablet. It's like more of like a little bit of a home movie thing, portable movie thing called the Playaway. The Playaway was like that. It was portable. You could hold it in your hand, and it had like buttons. A button on the side for play and pause, a button for fast forwarding and rewinding, and a button for turn the volume up and turn the volume down. And you had to charge it, obviously. You had to charge it with a trusty charger, even though sometimes the chargers don't really work that well. But basically what you could do is watch some videos, or in one case I actually watched an entire movie on that because it was from a French movie franchise that I actually liked, but I'll get into that later. But basically, I remember some aspects of it. I remember some, not all of them. The main one that I remember, it's probably my favorite. It's called Show Me Science. Basically, there were three playaways, three different ones from three different. Two different ones, because I've actually been to three different libraries, which I think we have like the Pamunkey Regional one. I think that's what it's called. There was the Mechanicsville one, the Atlee one, and the King William one. The one I used to go to the most is the Mechanicsville one, because when I was actually during my martial arts world days, it was right next to it. You could literally walk from the new place. It was the new place, obviously. The old place was not anywhere close to it. But the newer place that we went to, like, years ago, that moved there, it was right next to it. You could literally just walk there, pretty much. You didn't have to use a vehicle. You could just walk there. It was right there, pretty much. And basically, I checked those playaways out, and the Show Me Science ones were educational videos on science, and they covered topics such as the circulatory system, blood, skin, genetics and DNA, the spinal cord, your face, the brain, neurons, memory, eyes, the eyesight issues, and the eye itself. I remember another one where it had like Greek mythology, where it was 5 different videos. It was how the gods came to be, Hercules and the 12 labors, or Heracles, because that's his Greek name, Perseus and Medusa, Theseus and the Minotaur, and Jason and the Argonauts with the Golden Fleece were the 5. Another one had some other 2 were like history. They had to do with like America and stuff like that, like the Indians or the African Americans, the holidays. I don't remember what there were, like 4, but I can't remember what the third one was. I think it was like women or women's rights or something like that. With like songs of the America, the bald eagle and stuff like that. I can't remember them all. It's been years since I've seen them. But And then there were ones where it was like learning Spanish, learning French, and stuff like that. And the movie that I told you about was actually Spy Kids 4 All the Time in the World. Yeah, that was one of the playaways, and I love the Spy Kids movies. I still like them to this day. And then I watched that fourth movie, and I thought it was pretty good. Even though it kind of was a little convoluted at times. But, yeah. Man, I will always love them. And there was actually a headphone jack, so if you plugging them in, there was. Um, man, I remember those things so much. They gave me so many memories, and they pretty much, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I'd check them out again in a heartbeat. I don't care if I'm nearly 18. I'd want to relearn that. And there was another one where it was like underwater life. You have to learn about these underwater life, pretty much. That's what I remember, really. But anyway, what do you guys think about this little shorter-ish story about the greatest thing I've ever checked out from a public library? What do you think is the greatest thing you've ever checked out at a public library? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking on that red subscribe button, and click on the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see you folks in the next video. Bye bye.